Next on Worcester News tonight, the city announces an updated plan addressing diversity and inclusion in city workforce. Plus, the Patriots aren't the only ones making history. An expected record number of commuters took the train into Boston to see the parade today. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. Thousands of Patriots fans filled the streets of Boston Thursday to celebrate the team's 6th Super Bowl championship. In what's become a tradition, the team hopped onto the duck boats and made their way through the crowd. Fans here in central Massachusetts boarded the trains to go root on their favorite football team. But the Patriots' popularity made for a messy day on the commuter rail. Our Cam Jandro is live at Union Station tonight. He has more. Cam?
Anna, it's 10 o'clock and we're still seeing a decent amount of Tom Brady jerseys walking around Union Station, but it's nothing compared to what it was earlier. Thousands were leaving the commuter rail and making their way through Worcester's Union Station after celebrating the Patriots Super Bowl title. Now, the city of Boston is no stranger when it comes to these types of championship parades, but something about this 6th Super Bowl title just made the people come out in droves. Hundreds of Patriots fans pour out of a commuter rail car at Worcester's Union Station. The end of a long journey for some following Tuesday's Super Bowl parade.
It was hectic, took longer than expected, but we got here.
So many people, they didn't make us pay for tickets. That's how crowded it was.
Commuter rail operator Keolis says they added 17 extra trains across the state to accommodate the Patriots celebration. The company is expecting Tuesday will break the record for most passengers in a single day.
We tried to find seating even after a lot of people got out, but it still wasn't happening.
I mean, I was standing the whole time on the train, so it was pretty packed in, which is a little uncomfortable, but it was so worth it because just seeing those players.
Keolis says they serve more than 125,000 people daily. Trains from Boston operated at full capacity hours after the parade came to an end, but were not nearly as full heading back. For some, the ride to Worcester was the most difficult part.
It was easier getting in. It was really crowded getting out. We left basically. We got on the train basically when they came through.
It took about 2 hours, yeah.
Pats fans moved through Union Station for much of the afternoon Tuesday. Some already looking forward to the next time the duck boats come out.
Honestly, it was kind of short, to be honest. I think they should make it a little bit longer next year. But we'll be back next year. Oh, yeah, of course.
Now, Keolis once again is expecting a record number of passengers taking the commuter rail today. There's still no word, however, on the number of people who took the train as well as the number of people who were at the Super Bowl parade. Right now, they're expecting about double their daily total riders, which would be right around 250,000 people. Live in Worcester tonight, I'm Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
Before the chaos of trying to get home, fans from all over central Massachusetts got an early start to travel into Boston to catch the parade. Our Brittany Schaefer was there and has the story.
The New England Patriots won the Super Bowl 2 days ago, and clearly fans have maintained their excitement. Woo! Fans from central Massachusetts say the team deserved this win. Thousands of people line Union Station Monday morning to go to Boston for the Patriots championship parade. Worcester resident Catherine Amarello made the trip with her family and says getting to Boston wasn't easy.
We've been here for 2 hours. We've missed 2 of the trains. Now we're going to drive in. The kids are super excited. He says he's having the best day already. So even if we don't get there, what a blast.
In Boston, a sea of Patriots jerseys lined Boylston Street to cheer on the team. Boston officials estimate 1.5 million people attended the parade, the most ever in history. Grafton resident Matunga Degwa says a 6th Super Bowl title confirms the dynasty.
They said they're still here, and they proved it. They were still here. We won the Super Bowl once again.
Patriots defensive back Obi Melifonwu grew up in Grafton. Degwa says having someone from his town with a Super Bowl ring is huge.
It's awesome, honestly. He represents all of Grafton. That's where anybody else can be at.
Fans say Central Massachusetts was well represented in Boston.
Oh, we're the best. All of Central Mass is going to be there, We're great fans.
This is just the heart of Patriots fans.
Degwa says he is thankful Tom Brady will still be here next year and says he's ready for another championship parade in 2020. In Boston, Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Was this an apparent Super Bowl prank? A small street in Millbury gets an unauthorized name change, paying tribute to Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. Our Rosalind Flaherty has more on what might be behind this.
Goff Street in Millbury had a different look this week. Police say someone covered the private way sign with this, an apparent tribute to Patriots quarterback Tom Brady.
Brady has become a working class hero.
The unauthorized name change came after the hype of the Super Bowl, where Patriots quarterback Tom Brady faced Rams quarterback Jared Goff.
It's amazing seeing greatness. I think we saw it with Larry Bird. We saw it with many people in the state.
Millbury police posted the sign on Facebook and say while there is no denying Tom Brady is the GOAT, the town did not change the name, which has been Goff Street for years.
This whole street should be Brady.
This whole town should be Brady.
Yeah!
Police say even though it's funny, there could have been serious consequences, including ambulance services who were not familiar with the street. Thankfully, they say there were no issues, and some people in town enjoyed the change, even though it was only for a few days.
Amazing game.
How about Edelman?
Another year.
Huh?
Another year next
Yeah.
year. He's not going to retire.
No.
45, then he'll retire.
No, I say 57.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Some cities in Massachusetts, including Worcester, are selling off tax lien debts to private investors. A reporter from WGBH Radio and the New England Center for Investigative Reporting outlined how private investors pay the city a sum of money to acquire the debt at an auction. The investors then have the authority under law to collect the money, plus interest, plus legal fees.
What was really remarkable to me, because I've written about this story before, was that people were paying massive amounts of money more than the actual debt. So let's say there was a tax bill of $500. The city of Worcester might get $5,000 or $6,000 to sell off a $500 bill. So 10, 20 times what the debt is, cities collecting millions of dollars more than they're actually owed.
According to reporter Chris Burrell, city records show private investors have paid Worcester more than $2.6 million in premiums in the last 3 years. He says Worcester only keeps the extra cash when the homeowner is foreclosed on.
Foreclosure, let's say you can't pay your mortgage and the bank forecloses on you. In that process, you get to keep any equity you have in the home. In a tax lien foreclosure, you lose everything.
Burrell did speak with City Manager Edward Augustus, who says they send numerous notices to delinquent taxpayers explaining tax liens can result in the total loss of a home. Burrell says there is an effort in the state legislature to change these laws, and one would be a more aggressive notification system. A plan aimed at diversifying the workforce in Worcester is presented tonight at City Council. It's an update from the plan established in 1996. It highlights hiring, selection, recruitment, and retention to ensure equal opportunity and non-discrimination in all employment decisions. The city says it recognizes in some areas of employment there are qualified and interested candidates who are underutilized and underrepresented, including women and minorities. Chief Diversity Officer Suja Chaco says they want this plan to be a part of the organization and the structure of their workplace.
That it has a new definition to it. It's not just about quotas and hiring, and it's about really diving deep into our workplace structure and changing what doesn't work, and including and welcoming everybody that comes into City Hall.
For City Hall moving forward, from recruitment to search processes to hiring, promoting, or offering trainings for the employees of the city, we will look at the demographics of those departments and kind of try and balance out to help them reflect the city.
It's not about taking anything away from anybody. It's about giving something to everybody by just making the whole better and more diverse.
Chaco says they've already started training department heads on the affirmative action plan, and she says she's already assessing every phase of the hiring process. A new report shows the Worcester economy climbed in the last quarter, surging to its best year since the early 1990s. Assumption professor Tom White releases his Worcester Economic Index, or WEI, 4 times each year. It's an estimate of local economic activity based on recent Worcester area employment and unemployment. He says in 2018 it grew 3.2% overall. The employment rates were up, and unemployment as of December 2018 was down to 2.9%.
Doing as well or nearly as well as both the state and national economy. So things are good. Sometimes we have situations in which the local economy will move in a different direction from the national economy, and that's not currently the case.
White's next Worcester economic report will be released in May. Berlin police taking to social media for the public's help. They're looking for these 2 women they say were involved in a larceny incident. These surveillance photos were taken from the Ulta Beauty site at Highland Commons. If you have any information, you're asked to contact Berlin police. A tractor-trailer rollover caused delays on the Pike in Auburn. It happened this afternoon on the eastbound side of the exchange to 290. According to Auburn police, a patient was life-flighted to UMass Memorial Medical Center with serious injuries. Traffic was backed up for some time, but the Pike is back open at this hour. Worcester police releasing new information tonight about the body of a woman found near a Worcester Salvation Army last month. They say at this time it does not appear to be a homicide, according to the initial report from the medical examiner. We were first told this report came back inconclusive. The official cause and manner of death is pending the medical examiner's report and toxicology report. The Detective Bureau is actively investigating this case.